Hey guys, Arthur here, back with my second video of the day, going over the This Week in Destiny for May 29th, 2026. They'll be covering Crucible tuning, Pantheon rewards, ornaments, bright dust, bright engrams. We've already read the dev insight, so I'm going to skip over that. All multi-charge abilities will now start Crucible matches with one charge full instead of all charges full. Keeps things a little bit more balanced. Void invisibility greatly increased the opacity to make it more visible to players in the Crucible. Scatter grenades reduce the chase distance versus players by 50% and reduce the amount of energy gain from grenade energy gain. This ability gains from perks by 12.5%. Solar Hunter Deadshot has been reduced for energy refund by 40%. Pocket Singularity has reduced tracking against players by 60%. Knockout has had their lunge removed versus players, and corrected an issue where the bonus damage could be applied too early, increasing the damage of the melee that activated it and caused unexpected one-hit kills. Diamond Lance has had its AoE versus enemies reduced, and you can no longer quick fall after throwing the Diamond Lance. Okay. Artifact is now disabled in Trials and competitive playlists. Demi-Suffusion increased the time between damage ticks against players. Nothing Manacles reduced the extra Seekers created from 4 to 3 and reduced the range of those extra Seekers. ACD Feedback Fence no longer provides damage resistance. They reduced a whole bunch of ammo gain. Already went over these weapon changes, so I'm going to skip those. Control, Outlier Protection Matchmaking, replaced by Iron Banner Control when active. Competitive is rank-based. Rumble is open skill. Quick Play, open skill, with rotating game modes such as Mayhem, Rift, Relic, Momentum, Scorched, Supremacy, Clash, Zone Control, and Hardware Mix, and it's replaced by Iron Banner when Iron Banner is active. Small Team Quick Play, Survival, Heavy Metal, Elim, Hardware Mix, Arena Collision, Lockdown, Clash, and Elimination is replaced by Trials when it's active. Trials of Osiris, Passage-based Matchmaking, Iron Banner, Control, Outlier Protection Matchmaking, Iron Banner Quick Play, Open Skill Matchmaking. Updated rewards. We've got some fancy new armor. Also, that is a sniper in the second slot. That looks like No Land Beyond. The armor set shown above is the Triumphal Anthem. Scoot to loot. Sliding collects nearby ammo and temporarily grants enhanced reload speed and handling to your weapons. And then Shoot to Scoot, dealing damage to their weapons, grants increased slide, and you gain damage resistance while sliding. New, the Helmsman Arc High Impact Bolt Action Sniper. Reprised is Joxer's Longsword, Better Devils, Unending Tempest, Randy's Throwing Knife, Autumn Wind, Out of Bounds, Sorrow's Verse, Survivor's Epitaph, The Keening, and Frozen Orbit. Returning weapons from Edge of Fate through Renegades that will still be obtainable are Riptide, Moss Athnor 4, Mida Macro Tool, Pure Recollection, Returned Memory, Stars and Shadows, and Qua Victus 4. Newly tiered weapons are the Retrofuturist, Anonymous Autumn, and Last Perdition. There are new ships, sparrows, and ghosts as post-game drops, like the Glory of Shaxx ship, the Warlord's Charge, Sparrow, and the Lordly Shell, and a new emblem and a new shader. Arena Collision is a new mode, where it is methodical gameplay focused on weapons, map knowledge, and movement. Supers are disabled, 3 peeking is disabled, 7 second with revives enabled. Powered melee is disabled. Class ability base recharge has been disabled, so getting kills refunds your abilities. Radar heavily modified. Base radar range has been decreased and no longer expands dynamically. Players will only show up on radar if they're shooting, sliding, sprinting, jumping, or have heavy. Damage unchanged for primaries. Hipfire accuracy and aim assist penalties are decreased. Specials are disabled. Damage decreased of heavies, and the game starts with 3 crates. You know what? This honestly sounds like a cool, like, extreme bare bones mode. New additions to private matches. Class cannon mode. Software. We'll skip that. Renewed competitive rewards. New armor and new weapons. And new emblem, it looks like. Oh, new emblems. Multiple. Cool. Per Audacia. Primary chain. Primary ammo weapon final blows grant a stacking bonus to mobility and primary weapon range until you are defeated. Sublime transit. Increased mobility and grants enhanced sprint speed and slide speed. They do not stack with any abilities or exotics that apply enhanced sprint or sliding, but they do stack with lightweight weapons and killing wind. We are getting new weapons. The Solemn Lie, a lightweight 140 hand cannon that is arc. Reprising is the Rose, Redrick's Estoc, Mercurial Overreach, the Deadlock, the Belisarius D, and the Riposte. And returning is Peculiar Charm and Solemn Remembrance. In order to get the new emblem, I Am the Crucible, you need to win 77 games. And to get the last Guardian Standing emblem, you need to get like 1,000 points. That's a lot. Map waiting, removed Multiplex, removed Exodus, removed Twilight Gap, and removed Vostok. Okay. Trials of Osiris map rotations. Cool. I'll skip that. New Trials armor. Cool. What the hell is that Warlock helmet? Cruel Electrum. Primary Survivor. 2-piece. When an ally is defeated, primary ammo weapons gain increased handling, reload, target acquisition, and reduced flinch. Bonus increases when multiple allies are dead or you're running solo. Primary Phantom. Primary Final Blows. Remove you from the radar for a short time, and drawing a weapon that does not use primary ammo will end this effect immediately. New weapon is the Willful Hamartia? Yeah, Hamartia. Adaptive Burst Linear Fusion Rifle, and they are reprising, it looks like, everything. Yeah, pretty much looks like everything. With a new Ghost Shell. Cool. Ooh, nice looking Sagira Shell. Elytra Sprint, Vermilion Crown, Idol of Ancestors, Featherweight. Cool. Iron Banner renewed rewards. Iron Battalion. Increased the reload and handling of your primary ammo weapons. Primary ammo weapons gain increased damage against non-boss damage, or non-boss combatants, based on your weapon stat. Super Cyclical. Final blows while your super is active. Refund super energy when it ends. Reprising Felwinter's Lie, Multi-Mock, Lethal Abundance. The Forward Path, Point to the Stag, Wizened Rebuke, Pressurized Precision. Criminal's Dagger, Time Worn Spire. Roar the Bear, Ganora's Axe, Occluded Finality. Returning is Reghusk's Pledge, Finite Impactor. And new tiered weapons are Tusk of the Boar, Frontier's Cry, Archon's Thunder, Reese Walker, Tanasha's Mastery, Peace Bond, Adelaide Demand, The Hero's Burden, Claws of the Wolf, Jorm's Claw, and Bite of the Fox. Now on to Pantheon. At launch, 2 activities will be available, each with a unique lineup of bosses. The first Saturday after launch, a 3rd activity will unlock, which challenges players to take on the full gauntlet. The following Tuesday at reset, weekly rotators begin featuring individual bosses. Guardians can earn a new armor set for each class, a suite of weapons prized from the original activities with a unique origin trait, and holofoil variants. Each multi-boss activity concludes with a vendor offering purchase of rerolls for acquired items with spoils. Alright. New title as well. Emblems, exotic cosmetic items. Cool. There will be feats enabled in this as well. Oh, no. These feats are not present in Pantheon. They are specifically for Desert Perpetual. Okay. Raid and Dungeons Rewards. Below is an example from the Shattered Throne dungeon that launched without its own unique armor set in 2018, which now rewards an armor set featuring art from the Season of Defiant and includes a new set bonus. Okay, so they're giving all dungeons new gear that didn't have any before. Cool. Queen Foil's Rush. Gain a powerful overshield while performing your finisher. When you finish a target, release a slowing burst around you. 4-piece Truth to Power. Gain increasing damage resistance when you deal damage or land final blows. Finishers grant accelerated progress. At max stacks, the recharge rate of your abilities is also increased. Cool. The Rad Rotator. Standard raid, so just a regular old raid, will grant tier 5 from an encounter and the challenges associated with it. Master will grant the same as above, but also adepts. The Director Challenge version of it will grant Deep Sight or tier 5 armor. Hidden Chests will grant tier 5 armor. Deep Sight Chest will reward Deep Sight Weapon or tier 5 armor if you have all of the patterns. And vendors will provide weekly Deep Sight purchase, and Master offers adepts that you can purchase for 25 spoils. Non-featured raid will grant Deep Sight and a tier 3, maybe, and Master Challenge and Deep Sight Chest will be Deep Sight weapons and tier 5. Featured Dungeon, Standard and Master is tier 5. Director Challenge is tier 5 weapons and armor, and same with the Hidden Chest. Non-featured dungeons will grant tier 3, and Master will grant tier 5. We are granting 300 more vault slots, so it's going from 1,000 to 1,300, and they say that this should be enough to fit everything, we hope. On top of that, we are going from 12 slots of our loadouts to 20. Cosmetics, bright engrams, bright dust, and expanded exotic ornaments. One question that rose on the top of the feedback was, when can we put legendary ornaments on our exotics? So as of June 9th, you'll be able to put any armor you want onto your exotics. But if you go into PvP, that will be disabled. So you can make those Revitalism and Solipsism and all of the, whatever the Titan one is, I can't remember right now, not look ugly. Additionally, note that the equipped armor's icon will update to show the visual of the equipped ornament, but will still retain the exotic quality color to know that you have them. Exotic ornaments and collections, that's a big thing because you could not know which ones you're missing, but now you will be able to see them. Destiny announcements. This will allow you to refer to announcements that you may want or need to reread, may have missed, or accidentally dismissed for up to 30-day receipt, after which they will naturally expire and then be removed. Additionally, the system will now support automatic delivery of messages to the announcement screen, resulting in fewer pop-up messages overall. The announcement screen also features a featured item carousel in addition to standing messages. This section will include information about relevant content. Bright engram focusing. A focused engram will reward an unowned item of that engram's category. If you focus a ship, it'll give you a ship that you don't own. That's very nice. For 300 bright dust, you can get ghosts, ships, and vehicles, a shader, or hollow chips, or transmats, or ghost holograms. For 600, you can get ghost ships, vehicles individually, with skimmers included, legendary emotes with single-player and multiplayer ones, and finishers for 900 bright dust, exotic weapon ornaments, exotic emotes, and legendary and exotic ornaments for your class. Note that focused engrams will only offer items and not offer bright dust. You can still get gifts of bright dust from the original decryption method with no focusing. While several focused engrams have more items in them than we can show in the preview of its contents, seriously, there are a lot of items, they will not drop duplicates, and their contents are finite. This means that they will gradually deplete as their contents are acquired. As an engram depletes, the preview of the contents will update, and eventually all remaining items will be visible in preview at once. When a focused engram has been completely emptied, its preview will be empty, and an additional purchase of that engram will be blocked because there's nothing left earned from it. Bright engram focusing will also provide a one-to-one exchange for legacy engrams that were available before the Eververse engram was introduced into Season 12. So if you have any of these older engrams, you can update them into a Eververse engram currently. Bright Dust and Chronologues. Chronologues will now be one of the 4 featured currencies shown in the UI, listed after Glimmer and before Silver. They will no longer take a spot in your inventory. Bright Dust and Chronologues will shift their focus to be predominantly earned through the seasonal hub, with the weekly earnable amounts going up as the hub absorbs other resources. You know what? Good TWAB. I'm happy with the changes that they're making with this. We got some nice art. Dunk and a gambit montage. Javelin 4, no land beyond only. Alright, cool. If you guys got any comments, any things that you like from this, let me know in the comments below. And remember to like and subscribe. Thank you guys so much.